In my last video, I talked about why Arthur Morgan was Rockstar's best protagonist, and why Micah Bell was their best antagonist, but there was a person missing who I talked a very little about. That man was Dutch Van Dellen himself, if I pronounce that right. This video is just going to talk about why I didn't put him on the antagonist list, because he just didn't feel like a stone cold villain to me like in the first Red Dead. Let me start. Why his story works so well is because he starts out as a good leader with good principles while feeling like a Wild West Robin Hood. He was stealing from the corrupt rich folk mainly around the government, and they were bad people, so there was a legitimate cause there. And there's dramatic irony because he becomes a villain at some point, but it's how he becomes one that makes it sadder, because the gang was like family. Dutch truly cared about the members. Even though he was a stone cold villain in the first Red Dead Redemption, there was something to him that made you think he wasn't crazy. You would know this if you listened to John's talks with Abraham Reyes in the first game. Not to mention his last words to John before he dies is why it hit so hard. And not to mention it was Micah Bell that turned him by inflating his ego and forcing every bad decision he made, even making him kill Angelo Bronte and Leviticus Cornwall against his own moral code. He believed in no revenge. He said revenge is a fool's game, or I'm not sure if that was Arthur, but he had a codes that he lived by at Dutch, and they were good codes. And lastly, you could see he was conflicted when he was fighting with Micah and Arthur. When he told him he was a rat, you could see Dutch like, what have I done? I could see something like, I could see it, there's no words, I just can't explain it to you, but you just have to watch the scene for yourself, because I'm noticing a lot of people noticing it as well, if that makes sense. But it was just so sad to see his downfall, because he really did put the gang first, and it really made me not cry, but like, this man was a good man at one stage, but it was Micah Bell who corrupted him. And not to mention he does kill Micah Bell and get some level of redemption by finally regretting his actions and realizing what he had done to the gang that was like family to him.